So, you want to install eNSP on Windows 10 in 2025. Let's see if I can get you going with that. First, a reminder, Microsoft is dropping support for Windows 10 in October 2025. However, eNSP was designed many years ago and hasn't been updated for a long while, but it did come out at least when Windows 10 existed. So you do have a better chance at getting it running on Windows 10 than you do on Windows 11. But first, let's talk about what it is and why you want it. So first of all, eNSP, or Enterprise Network Simulation Program, lets you virtualize and simulate Huawei Enterprise Network devices so that you can study or learn their environment or test stuff out before you purchase and deploy. But please be aware that, as I said already, eNSP has not been updated for a long while, and most of the devices in it are VRP5 devices, but there are VRP8 images that you can add. I do have those images available for you. Top right corner, there's a link to a video that will show you how to do the installation, and a link down below in the description. Now, to get this right, you are going to need at least a dual-core CPU, preferably with virtualization support, which shouldn't be too difficult to achieve right now. Most CPUs have the capability to run this. You'll also need at least 4 GB of RAM. If you have more, even better. If you're using Windows 10 Pro or Enterprise, please make sure Client Hyper-V is removed. And if you've got a new version of Wireshark or Nmap, you're going to have to remove npcap. And you are going to need to download the files from me in the description down below. There'll be eNSP installers and an installer for VirtualBox version 5.2.44, which you will need. So let's get into it. So firstly, I've already downloaded these earlier. So let's unzip the eNSP installer. And then we'll have a folder for eNSP version 100R002, V100R003. You want to do the V100R002 or version 1.2 installer first. Obviously we say yes. And we're going to choose mostly default options as we work through this. We want to make sure that Wireshark, WinPCap, and VirtualBox are all ticked. We say next, install, and we wait. This may take a while. I'm going to fast forward so that I don't waste your time. Then you get the WinPCap installer. Again, just choose defaults to work your way through the wizard. Same for the Wireshark installation wizard. And pretty much the same for VirtualBox. I'm not going to let it start up. I'm going to let it finish though. And same with eNSP. I'm not going to let it start, but I will let it finish. Now that we've done that, we're going to go back. We're going to go to the version 100R003 or the version 1.3 installer and run that. Say yes. And again, we're going to go through, mostly choosing defaults. And it picks up that Wireshark, WinPCap, and VirtualBox are already there. Choose install. And again, I'm going to untick these and let it finish. So now we have eNSP and VirtualBox installed. But the problem you're going to run into is the version of VirtualBox that comes with eNSP is going to give you this error anytime you try and open it. The thing is, eNSP is going to be opening in the background. So we need to close that and update to the newer version, which is why you want to download the version 5.244 installer from me. Again, though, just go through choosing mostly defaults. I'll let it start this time. And it seemed to have started with no trouble. But if it asks you to update, please don't. eNSP does not work with VirtualBox version 6 or version 7. The most up-to-date version it supports is version 5.2.44. And these virtual machine images, leave them alone. They were created by eNSP and they are the base images for the layer 3 appliances. So now we should be able to open eNSP up, which will always ask for admin rights every time you launch it, so just say yes. And if you're using the Windows firewall, the first time you launch eNSP, it's going to prompt you, do you want to let this through the firewall? I'm going to allow access because even if Huawei is spying on me, so what? It's just another tech vendor spying on us. It's always going to give you a warning about letting it through the firewall, so just say okay anytime it pops up. And then let's open a new topology file. Go for a AR2220 router, an S5700 switch, an AC6005, and an AP2050. And this should allow me to test things out. So I'm going to click and drag to highlight them all. Right click and start. I could have clicked the green play button there as well. And please be patient while these devices start up, it can take time. So now I'm going to click this icon here that says open all command line interfaces. And what do you know? The switch now wants access through the firewall. That'll only happen the first time you run a switch. Just allow access and it should be fine. And let's move these windows around so we can see the progress. The hashes let you know the device is booting up and the switch seems to have booted up. Now please be patient, again it can take time for these devices to start up. The router's now up. The access point will probably be next, and then after quite a while the access controller should start up as well. Access point's up. And so is the access controller. Now, hopefully that helped you. If you do run into any problems, I have got a troubleshooting video that you can check out, and you can drop me a comment down below. But despite Microsoft dropping support for Windows 10 later on this year, you are going to have a better chance at getting eNSP to work on Windows 10 than you do on Windows 11. Sadly, Huawei has not released an updated version of eNSP for us. Hopefully this helped you, and thank you for watching.